Hi there crafty pals, Louise with you today. Thanks for checking out this video. It is another in the series of Scraplift 2021 and I'm going back and lifting this layout which has got a textured background, a sort of wood grain pattern paper, a little bit of colour and some die cuts. And so I aim when I'm doing these to try and scrap lift but make it a little bit different. So as you can see, the first layout was a 9x12 and this one I'm going 12x12 just for something a little bit different. I thought about trimming the pattern paper down and really making it a true scrap lift with the 9x12 size, but I figured my photos were large enough and there was two of them. I could get away with doing it in 12x12 size, which would give me a little bit of this extra space to work with texture. Now on the original layout I used I think Color Blast paste. Unfortunately all my Color Blast pastes are actually dried up and most of them went in the bin. So this is again just a little reminder to actually use your mixed media products, particularly paste, because they don't last forever. You're better off having them dry on a stencil on a background paper rather than dry in the container where you're just going to have to throw them out. Now also I use the spatula just to spread a little bit of that texture paste around to create the border of the page, and I'm going to mount this photo section on black cardstock, very similar to the original layout. I pulled out a flare button. Who remembers flare buttons? I wish they'd come back and be more popular again. I loved flare buttons. And the original layout had lots of word text on there as well. I'm pulling out from my stash of embellishments. So I have more of these boxes. If you've watched any of my videos, these are shoe storage boxes that I pick up from the discount store. They have dividers in them, but the dividers are removable. So it's really good. You can use the box just to store sort of a whole lot of product, or you can separate it. And this is where I keep sort of my color supplies. So I'm pulling from the sort of the neutral box where there's a little section of black and white, and then there's a little section of sort of naturals and browns and wood and things like that. So this is purely just a really easy way to find some embellishments really quickly. As you can see, there's a lot of them that are easy enough just to pull from that box and stick straight on the page. There's no cutting involved, there's no sort of significant thought. It's really easy to put a layout together. And bits and pieces. The original page also had lots of words. Lately I've found myself just using sort of a single title area, but this got me back to that sort of multi-title, and I'd found this packet of sparkly black letters, alphas, and I'm gonna just extend my title out a little bit. So I've got that up and away. I'm going to use pardon me, I'm going to use the word bounce, and again the little edge pieces that I found in that sort of box of little bits. It sat on my desk for a sort of a day, and I came back to it. I really wanted to add some colour, and I had, of course, still got on my desk the 49er Market Vicky Bouton ephemera from the Flower Emporium collection. So still working my way through that box of bits and pieces. I felt like it just needed something under the word bounce, and it just needed those few little pops of colour. So I'm going to go with orange because they tie in with the up and symbol in that initial title, and I'm just going to tuck a few little pieces because I've already glued most of this down. So tucking a few bits and pieces around, adding a spot just for the date part of the journaling. I didn't need a great deal of words. I just wanted to record what year these photos were actually taken in, and then that completes this particular page, which is a scrap lift from the 2021 original. I really have fun with this one. I think it's great to scrap lift yourself. I hope that you're enjoying these layouts. They are something that you can scrap lift yourself as well, and I hope that you would share that with me if you get a chance to. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy scrapping.